Hi, I'm back, and so are you. So, yay, cheesy, I know. So you're probably watching this, hopefully, because you want to know what I wish I knew before I started my sculpting business. I've got a bunch of different random but important things I wish I knew that you may or may not already know. But I know when I was looking into getting into this business, there was a lot to look into. There's still a lot to look into. This industry is growing by the minute. And honestly, there's no one right way. It's going to be your way. So, if you're curious to know, obviously, what I wish I did know, just stay tuned and I will be adding probably one or two things at a time because I am very long winded and I tend to ramble a lot about certain things. So before I get started, I guess I should introduce who I am because you're just watching some random chick that thinks she knows what she's talking about. So my name is Jennifer. I am the owner of Zen Jen's Body Mods. Right now it's a home-based business, which I would say a good percentage of a lot of these start in the home. And it's mainly because it's really not regulated yet, at least in the state of Texas. So let me put that out there too. I am from Texas, so this applies a lot to Texas things, which overall, some of it is nationwide, but things are changing, like I said earlier, by the minute. So some states are starting to regulate things. Right now, Texas is still kind of in the clear, but doesn't mean it's not going to change anytime soon. Okay, so we'll start with the very first thing that I think is probably the most important. It's not as easy as all of the ads say that it is. And let me clarify on that. You see the ad, you see the local girl, you see the bigger people. Like, just in general, when you start to search body contouring, the biggest thing you see that grabs you and shakes you is like, make six figures in your first year. It's that easy. Take my class, you're ready to go, start your business. I'm sorry, but that's like kind of a little bit of a lie. And what I mean by saying it's not that easy, it's not like, oh, I'm going to go spend 10 hours with this person and I'm ready to go the next day, because you're not going to be ready to go. Okay, now I don't want to make it sound like it's not possible, because it obviously is. And it's not that they're lying to you. It's just that taking a class, whether it's 10 hours, 12 hours, 3 days, it really doesn't prepare you for everything that's going to happen. Now, I know that there are some trainers out there that are just out to make money, which, yay, more power to you. The more people you get in, you gave them a few hours of your time and you walked away with a couple grand in your pocket. There's also some other fabulous training people out there, and I don't want to put any names out there because that's part of what you'll have to do to make sure that you are on, I guess, the right track. So if you want recommendations, I mean, you can send me a message and I can give you my personal opinion, but I'm not going to put anybody out there to make them sound good or bad, because I mean, obviously it's going to be, everybody's experience is going to be different. Here I go getting long-winded. Whether you had an excellent training experience or not, the fact is that you cannot walk out of there with all your equipment in hand, which is another thing that grabs you. Pay X amount of money, we give you everything you need to start equipment wise. That's great. I mean, because in the beginning you have no idea how much machines cost, which one's good, which one's bad. So you're really trusting your trainer. So let me just try to recap a little bit, because I don't want to make it seem like it's impossible. What I mean when I say that it's not as easy as they say, it's only that, like, you can't just take your class and be ready to go the next day. Only because training is only one part of what you need to have a successful business. We'll get into more of what else you need, obviously, as we go along. But just having yourself trained by the most excellent trainer, you're still going to walk out of there with a million questions, because while you're in there, you don't know what questions to ask, because you're just really excited with, I'm learning something new, I'm going to be a boss, I'm all these things. And that's great, because that's what you need to succeed. So don't lose that spirit, because that is definitely why you took the class to begin with. That is definitely why you ventured down this path, because you want to be your own boss. You want to help other people. I mean, there's a million reasons as to why you are getting into the industry, and don't lose focus of that. It's just be prepared that you're not going to take your class, well, like I said, whether it's 10 hours, 3 days, you're not going to take a class, walk out with all your equipment, and start the next day. It's just not going to be that easy. So we'll get into, I hate saying this not going to be that easy, because maybe just for me it wasn't that easy. And it's just that there's more work involved with it. It's not hard work. It's just, I want to just get it out of people's heads that you're going to take a class and just be ready to start your business the next day, because it is not that easy.